Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi. This video will be part 9 of my SolidWorks portable mist spray fan project. Alright, in this video I would like to show you how I will create. So this is a water container. So this water container will be fitted here. Alright, in my previous video I already shown you how I make this mist making unit and also battery compartment. Okay, if in my previous video I did mention that this is an internal thread. Actually, just not to get you confused, this is actually external thread. I did mention why this is internal thread because the way of the cutting of the thread. And if you look at this photo, the water container inside the surface, it kind of like the thread is more protruding. I consider it like an external thread. If this is external thread, it means that mist making unit will be the internal thread, because the way the thread is cutting, like this one is more like internal cutting. Okay, not just not to get you confused. Okay, let's say I reverse the term. So this one basically what I've done is not internal thread. Let me say I make it like a correction. This one's supposed to be external thread. So it means that this one will be internal thread. So it means that this one will be internal thread, and here this one will be external thread. So it means that the water container have internal thread, and it will be joined to this mist making unit. So it means that the thread from the internal thread of the water container and the external thread of this mist making unit is kind of like matched. So what I will do here, I will insert the water container into this mist making and battery compartment part modeling file. Alright, so what I will do, okay, this is my already separate part modeling mist maker and battery compartment file. So before I insert the water container, if you look previously, I have already done the main modeling. If you look in my this part modeling file, if you look at this, the position I've done the detailing of the front rack casing, I have the ring and the water container. So this main modeling file, main body part modeling file have 5 solid components. I want to make it as a separate part modeling file that only contains the water container. In order for me to do that, I will, if you look at the solid bodies here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 solid bodies. So I will select all the part which the except the I select the ring, I select the rear casing and also the front casing, except the fillet system is actually the water container. Except the water container, I select all the other solid bodies. So here, insert features, I will delete that body. So it's already highlighted. So I click OK. So what's left is only the water container. So I want my water container part modeling file will only contain only one solid bodies. So I will not replace the original file. I don't want to disturb the original file because the original file we have 5 bodies. I remain it as main body 4. It means that this file I will save it as a separate file, which is I will call it water container. Okay, to do that, I go to file, I go to save as, and here I will not click as save as. Here we have option save as copy, and continue. So I will name this thing. I will name this thing as water container. Water container. Okay, sometimes I already done this because it cannot replace the original. I name it as water container 3. I don't want to disturb the original file. So it means I create a water container 3, which means that I use save as copy and continue. I name it as water container 3. Then I save it. So what SolidWorks will done, it already saved that file in separate file called water container 3, that already we have only one solid bodies. Alright. Okay, this original file, main body 4 here, I will uncheck it. I will uncheck this one. I will delete this one. So it go back to original. So it means this main modeling file, we still have 5 solid bodies. So this one, I just save it and I off it. Alright, now this is my mist making unit part modeling file. I need to insert that water container 3 part modeling file, in which that file only have one solid bodies. So I will insert the one. So I will insert the part, not this one, not PCB. I will browse the name of the water container 3. So this is a water container 3 solid part. So I will put it. Alright, I just click OK. Okay, good way I don't want to put it here. I should put it on this side because that's the reason later I will explain to you. I put it on this side. Okay, I just click yes. Okay, now the water container bottle is in position. Okay, what I need to do now, I need to place this water container in exact position. When the water container is exact position, now I can use the reference of the helix that I've done for the mist making unit to create the internal thread of this water container. But before I move this water container into exact position, I need to on the helix. Okay, the helix I on it. Right. So the helix is on, and also the sketch profile that I do the external thread. So this one, the sketch also I on it. Alright. Alright, now my next move is I need to move this water container bottle into the exact position. Okay, to do this, I will go for insert features. I go for move copy. Alright, sometimes your setting is not like this on the left. Remember when you clone your object, the setting is like this, body to move copy. Make sure I don't want to use this, I use constraint. So it means that bodies to move, I will select this water container. Here, we have made setting. Made setting means we can move the water container into position by doing relation, by doing made setting. Okay, already in the made setting, so I will select this cylindrical surface of this water container. So then I will select, since this mist making unit also I have this cylindrical surface, automatically SolidWorks will detect the made setting, it have the relation of concentric. It means automatically SolidWorks detect it will share the same center point. So I must click add to confirm the setting. So it's already reading here. Alright, my next setting is that I need to now the water container and the mist making unit are in line in terms of concentric. Now I need to move. I select the second made setting. I will select the face of this water container, will go here. So it goes to that direction. But remember in my previous video, I need a gap here since I need to put, because I need a gap where the gap is for the rubber sealant or silicone sealant, gap about 1 millimeter. By default, SolidWorks put the water container in coincident, so I can play around with the distance here. So I will put it 1 millimeter. 1 millimeter means the gap of the rubber sealant, right? So I already click already. So we already have the second setting here. Then I click OK. Okay, now the water container is in exact position. Alright. Alright, my next move now. Okay, just let me save my file here. Okay, my next move is I will go for section view, because not this section view, I go for this section view. So I have clear, easy for me to do the the internal thread of the water container. Since I have already on the helix here and also the cross section, this cross section and this helix I already done to make the external thread of the mist making unit as shown here. Okay, for me to do the internal thread of the water container, so I will use this. I will use this helix. This helix that I've done. So what I will do, I will create another sketch. Okay, I will create another plane. I will create another plane. Okay, the first reference should be, I will go for, first reference will be the right plane, and the second reference will be at the end point of that helix. So I click OK. Now I have a plane, plane number 11, right? Plane number 11. Alright, this plane, I will do a sketch. Alright, since I already have the helix in position and also the cross section that I want to do the internal thread of the water container, I will trace the profile. I'm not tracing all this rectangular shape since the internal thread of the water container is bigger, but it have the same profile. So what I will do, I'm now in sketch mode. I will select this line. I select this line and this line. So I will trace it by convert entities. So I have this line, so I will stretch it like this. I will stretch it like this. Then I make a close shape by jointing the line like that. All right, now I will give a dimension of 2. I will go for 2. Okay, I go for 2 as long 2 is kind of like little bit over it kind of like cut inside the thickness of the wall. You see this thickness of this casing, this water container. If I make it shorter than 2, it kind of like we cannot produce the thread that I create by using sweep. It cannot merge to this water container. I make it a little bit over the limit here. So I make it as 2. Okay, I exit the sketch. All right, now I will do, okay, before this, for this, what we call it internal thread of this mist making unit, I'm using swap cut. But for the internal thread of this water container, I will not use swap cut, I will use swap boss. So I go for features. I have swap boss base here. Okay, for the profile, I will select the rectangle that I just created, this one, the bigger one, and the path I will go for the helix. So now I have the, alright, before I do that, let me do a correction. Before I do sweep, okay, before I do that, the most important thing, I need to exit first. First, I need to make isolate. What I mean, I need to isolate the water container bottle, because I don't want it to merge to the mist making unit. Okay, I need to isolate first, then I will do swap boss base. So under features here, I'll do swap boss base. The profile will be the bigger rectangle, and the path will be this helix. So I have this, what we call it, is an internal thread of the water container. So why do I isolate? Because it merged with this water container bottle. It's not disturbing the mist making unit. Alright. So I click OK. Now I have the internal thread. Okay, the internal thread of the water container. This is in section view mode. As you can see here, we have internal thread. Right. Okay, I can off the helix, and also I can off the sketch here to have clean view. Alright. So this is the internal thread. Let me off also this plane. Hold on. Let me off this plane, and I isolate. All right. Okay, now if you look here, okay, if I go for section view, just to show you, okay, at this section view, as you can see, right, as you can see, the mist making unit, we have the internal thread. As you can see, this is the thread of the water container. It kind of like fit inside, nicely fit, right? So that's the idea. So it means the internal thread of the water container bottle and external thread of this mist making unit really match. So that's how I do it to make the external thread of the. I can go for another section view here at this section view, just to show you. So the thread really mesh, right? So that's the way it is. We have external thread from the water container bottle, and then it really mesh with the internal thread. The internal thread of the water container bottle really mesh with the external thread of this mist making unit, right? All right. The next thing, if I off this section view, let me isolate this water container. Since kind of like, if you look at the thread, it's kind of like more plain like this. So I need to make a curve, because when I fastening the water container into the mist maker unit, so it's kind of like I need to provide kind of like it can easily pass through. It can like mesh with the internal thread of the mist making unit, the external thread of that mist making unit. So this is the internal thread. It cannot be plain like this. I kind of like we have a straight segment. So what I will do, I give a fillet radius. Let me try fillet radius at these edges. So I will try a fillet radius of, if I go for 10, just to check. If I make it a little bit bigger, about 20. Let's try for 50. I just try and error what the maximum radius that it can go. Okay, I think 50 is good enough. So this one will be 50, and also the bottom, these edges also will be 50. It's kind of like easy to slide in. Alright. rather than we have just a plain cutting like that. Alright. Okay, this okay, let me exit isolate. Alright. Okay, the last thing is that, okay, since this is a mist maker and battery compartment part modeling, I want to create a separate part modeling file, which is the water container. Remember what earlier I already insert the water container 3. So it means that I save this save as copy and continue. I delete this one, the mist making unit. Then whatever left here, I save as copy and continue. I cannot disturb as water container 3 because it's kind of like looping. So I will save as a different file. So what I will do the same approach. So here I will insert features, delete body. So I will delete the mist making unit. Then what's left is only the water container bottle with the internal thread. So this one I will do file save as. I will go for save as copy and continue, but I cannot name it as water container 3. This kind like looping in this file, so I will name it as water container 4. Okay, as long as it's a different name, make sure that I save as copy and continue, then I click save. So what SolidWorks will do is create a separate part modeling files, water container 4, which have this finalized version. Alright, since this is a mist maker and battery compartment, so I don't want to disturb this thing. I will either I can edit this one, or I undo back to the initial position before I insert like this. I can do it like this, or I can edit this thing. Okay, better I simply bring up to this position before I insert. So it means I can suppress this thing, or maybe I can delete all over this one. If I delete this, right, if I delete this, so I have the my back to my original mist maker and battery compartment unit. So I save this one. So I need to close this to show you when I open the water container 4. Okay, I just click OK. Okay, now I have the finalized version of my water container. Right, so that's how I do the what I mean is internal thread of the water container. Alright, I end up this video at this position. Inshallah, in the next video I will do more continuation on detailing on the front casing and rear casing. I will see you in the next video, but before that, please do not forget to click like and subscribe my channel. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi.